All right, we're back. Now we're graphing. We've been given a vertex equation and a factored form equation of quadratics, and I want to graph them. The other thing I want to do is for the vertex be able to write the transformations. So let's do the vertex form first. Vertex form first. The transformations for vertex form, right? Vertex form is always a times x minus something or plus something, we'll say. And here, a is stretch, and if it's negative, also a flip when negative, right? H is how far left or right you shift, and left is when it's positive and right is when it's negative. I know that's kind of backwards from what you'd expect, but that's how it is. I can talk to you about why if you want. And then the K in the back is how far up or down we've moved. Up is positive and down is negative. So the transformations on our problem is we've got a stretch by 3. We're moving up 2, because it's up 2 in the back. And then we're moving right by 4. Because there's a 4 inside the parentheses, and it's negative, which means right. The vertex is always at h comma k, but the flipped version, right? Sign switched for h, not for k. And we can also think of this as if we're moving to the right 4 and up 2, the vertex will be at 4 comma 2. All right, let's graph this. Something like this. I'm going to graph my vertex first. So I'm going to go over 4 and up 2. So I've basically used these two numbers of my form already, and now I just need to use this 3. Usually, you go over 1 and up 1 to find the first point of your parabola, and you go over 2 and up 4 to find the second point of your parabola. What we actually want to do is multiply that number by a to account for our vertical stretch. So usually if we go over 1 up 1, now I'm going to go over 1 up 3 because my a here is 3. Instead of going over 2 up 4, right, we go over 2 up 12, right? So over 2 up 3 times 4 is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's my point here, and that's my point here. And now I can just connect the dots. Vertex form's the best one. I'm not gonna lie. It comes in clutch. Factored form, it's not so bad though. Standard form is definitely the worst. So first off, we're gonna make it a line, not a thing. Great. Okay. The first thing we do on factored form is we actually move this so I can write the notes. Great. The first thing I'm going to do on factored form is find the x-intercepts. I'm going to find the y-intercepts. I'm going to find the line of symmetry. And then I'll find the vertex. And this is what we did in class yesterday. The x-intercepts, I just get to write the flipped version of the factors, right? I'm going to look at the factors, see I have an x minus 4, that corresponds to an x-intercept of 4, positive 4. The x plus 2 corresponds to x minus, or x-intercept of minus 2. Then I can just graph those things. I'm going to immediately graph those. All right, the y-intercept is when we plug in x equals 0 to our original equation. So plug in x equals 0. I say 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 0 plus 2 is positive 2. So our y-intercept must have been negative 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're really fighting. And I get to plug this in. Plot this on my point. Great. This. Now we'll do the line of symmetry one. And this is the weirdest one. This is how we find the vertex eventually, right? Let's do purple. The line of symmetry is the middle of our intercepts. So not this version, but the flipped version. So the line of symmetry is the middle of negative 2 and positive 4, which, to be honest, we can just kind of look on our graph and notice it's 1. If you make your graph really nice, go for it, right? The way to find it mathematically is we do these two numbers added together, and then we always divide by 2, which here ends up equaling 1. And then the vertex is x comma y. The x is that number. The x is the line of symmetry number. And the way you get your y is you plug in this to your original equation. So our original equation was x minus 4 and x plus 2. But instead of x, I'm going to put 1. And then I do the parentheses. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. 1 plus 2 is positive 3. This is negative 9. I can graph that on my line of symmetry. And now I can connect the dots. Also, we found our vertex, which is 1 comma negative 9. All right, that is how to graph things. Next video upcoming.